Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Geneforge. So you can see we're back here, or still here, in front of this gate of death, of ghostly death, with a very different party. I squeezed out every last drop of essence, basically, to create a full party of monsters. Originally I thought Pyro Roamers would be the weakest, and of course now I can't show off the actual stats and whatnot because, well, I can show them here. Base cost is, does it say somewhere? I don't know. Well, anyway, I thought the Pyro Roamers were the weakest or the weaker of the suicide units, but that's not true. Well, thoughts are, or they're the cheaper one anyway. So they have only, I think, 10 base cost, and they also have a higher level overall, which is kind of weird. So these, is this a weaker one? No, okay, so right, I decided not to give them all the levels they could, but they could theoretically be level 11 with all the upgrades, whereas the Pyro Roamer with all the upgrades is only level 10. So I don't know if that affects, I mean, it probably affects the hit chance for the death explosion as well, which is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, so I don't know if the Pyro Roamer is even going to really work very well. It is so much more expensive, too. I wonder if the damage is that much better. Anyway, so yeah, this one, even though it does not have everything, but it does have the relevant things, I guess. I'm assuming that the level affects the damage on explosion, so that's why I gave it as many levels as possible. Then, of course, we want the bigger explosion. That's kind of a no-brainer. And then the exploding boils just for any extra damage, I guess. That's probably not necessary, strictly speaking, but, you know, I gave it that anyway. And these are 4 of the same, with these upgrades, not the extra health, because obviously the health doesn't really benefit them if I want them to die. Although it would increase the level and thus probably the damage, but, you know, I figured I'd try to find a good balance between cost and probably efficiency. And then it has the same passives here, and the final one, I could only afford a very baseline one. Thankfully, I had enough for the bigger explosion at least, so, you know, that way I could fill the roster entirely. And I have not actually tried this yet, so we'll see if this goes, if this is promising or if this doesn't work at all. If I'm going to blow myself up immediately, I'm probably going to just position myself like so. I guess I might as well have everyone move right up to the door. I mean, why not, right? There, just have everyone gather outside. I'm going to open that. Still think there's probably a key somewhere, unless players who don't invest in lockpicking at all. I guess they could still probably open this just with a very, very hefty cost of living tools. Well, I don't know. I guess it's possible. That's just expected. Okay, and it looks like, well, with any luck, we might all get or those might all get their turns before those ghosts do. So, do you think, guys? Well, they don't hit with their attacks. Oh, that's the exploding boils. That deals a lot more damage than I thought. That is so much more damage than I thought. Okay, this guy was lower level than the others. Hello? That all combined into a lot of damage. Obviously, since everything just died all at once, I wasn't really able to tell if... I don't see any messages about missing, so maybe those explosions always hit? That seems a bit too benevolent for this game, but maybe? I guess I'll wait outside. Actually, oh, wait. I mean, it certainly looks like there is at least 2 of them still alive. Well, I mean, as alive as ghosts ever are, I guess. Hello? Uh-huh. Okay. It hasn't seen me. It still doesn't see me. I'm gonna save the game. And we'll see if I can finish those off all by myself. Probably not. I mean... Okay. theoretically, I don't even need to see them. I can do over this. They are stunned, but of course, we know that stun doesn't really do anything against them. Stun resisted. Good. I don't know why the other one didn't do anything. Still 70 hit points. Did take 46 of acid. Wow, that's a lot. Just fireball. Oh, okay. Now it acted, and I'm stunned at dead. Oh, no, because it died from acid. Okay, well, I do have 1 point of essence, which is not enough to heal, but well, it actually did work. I mean, just barely. Just you know, it was extremely close, but that full party of exploders did the job. So I guess I have it confirmed now. Oh, I have it confirmed now that they are indeed a viable solution to some problems. Huh, Shaper Crypt. Wow. Okay, so maybe this is the place that I've been hearing about. Or could it be? Actually, I don't remember exactly what direction, where was it even mentioned in the first place? That Shaper tomb that they built. I guess ancient crypt means ancient, right? It's probably that name implies, now that I think about it, that it's probably from the first civilization that came before the Shapers. Whereas this one specifically says Shaper Crypt, so yeah, that's probably the one that I was told about. I mean, probably the guys in the junkyard? Who else would have told me about that? Yeah, okay, so I wasn't expecting, yeah, I mean, I saw the ancient crypt and I kind of expected that one to be that crypt or that tomb that I heard about, but this makes a lot more sense, of course. So that's interesting. Enter the Shaper Crypt. Actually, we're gonna leave immediately, but without even triggering that first message. And obviously, we're gonna reform our normal exploration party. I mean, that was pretty cool, honestly, how that worked out on the first try too. Close as it was. And honestly, yeah, when I got stunned there, that I totally expected to die. No idea why the second, the lower one of those two ghosts didn't act on the first turn, but on the second it did. That's honestly what saved me. If they had both taken some action on the first turn, I would have died, but I didn't, so that's all good. So I'm gonna quickly pause recording while I take my time to, you know, rebuild my party and you know, make any adjustments maybe that might make sense to me. And then I guess we're gonna do something else. I mean, of course I expected to either deal with these guys or figure out, or, you know, determine that I wouldn't be able to deal with them right now and move on somewhere else, but I haven't really been thinking. I mean, I have been talking about going to free place, and I guess I might as well. Obviously, I'm also kind of avoiding Baron's research. Not really sure why. I mean, honestly, I probably should go there, because if I'm gonna get any, you know, quests and make any kind of major progress and, you know, story-wise, it's probably there. So I really should go there, but I'm gonna go to free place anyway. I don't know. Yeah, I'll be back with my normal party in just a second. All right, here we are in free place, and I restored the party that I had been using most recently, with slightly different levels. I think the roamers are probably the same. I reduced Artie's level by 1 just because, you know, Nira is a little bit expensive. I mean, yeah, total 47. I was actually thinking about creating an Urglag, but that is just so much more expensive. And really, there is no difference in damage or level or really anything other than the skill here, which is kind of weird based on the description and the extreme discrepancy in cost. And I was really considering it, but I would not have been able to, you know, give it nearly as many skills and still have anything left. Even at this, you know, even as it is, I have only 19 current essence, so that's not a ton to work with. And I only gave it extra health and the extra magical skill because it turns out that that's, at least according to the bonus number that appears here, That's the only thing that affects this attack. Interestingly, the strength does not seem to affect the damage of this clearly melee attack in any particular way, any more than any of the other level increases. So yeah, that's kind of weird. I did give it extra terror, which I guess could come in handy, and of course the shockwave, which is almost necessary to have. Yeah, and we'll just keep using this one for a little while longer. It's certainly good, but it is still primarily a melee attack or a melee unit. But yeah, well, anyway, we'll see. Okay, we had not seen this yet. We had only seen that alpha from afar. There is a battle alpha standing in the middle of this clearing. He is clearly a young specimen. Either he was recently created, or the battle alphas left behind on this island centuries ago have been breeding. Which I think we've heard about those and other species, most other species actually not being able to procreate. Some yes, like I guess those that build nests probably just breed, but these humanoid ones that are not serviles, to my understanding, should not be able to do that. Anyway, who knows? He slaps itself on the chest. What? So he slaps himself on the chest and shouts, "I am H." It's a standard name. Shapers give all the battle alphas in a unit preset names to aid in standardization. Is it A through Z? Who knows? This free place. We no want Shapers here. No follow no more. We greater than Shapers. I challenge you. Duel! Duel! He raises his arms in the air, roars, and lunges forward. Oh, okay. I mean, he's already lunging. I'm not sure if words are going to change much. But you're right, you are greater than Shapers. I mean, just for fun. Somehow, your words pierce H's tiny brain. He stops moving. What? Never mind, that's just fine. No. If there, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I can beat a single battle alpha at this point, even if it's a special one. But this is so much more fun. Of course, you're clearly greater than me. I won't try to tell you what to do. You have won the duel. Sure. I have beaten you. You will have no leadering here. He proudly trumps back to his post. He looks slightly doubtful. Something about what happened is bothering him, but he can't quite figure out what. Aw. I mean, I almost feel bad about having just, basically used my superior intellect. But, I mean, then again, why should I feel bad about that? We avoided combat. He didn't die, so, I did him a favor, clearly. Can we now talk a bit more? No. Go away, Shaper. I defeat you. We greater than you. Leave us alone. But apparently, based on what little he told me, if there is a settlement here, I guess it's straight past him, not in this direction. It is actually a settlement by those more brutish, not particularly intelligent creations. Interesting. You find a couple of old chemical vats. These thick crystal jars are made to store substances useful to Shapers. Usually, they need to be kept very cold. Yeah, well, these have not been kept cold. Even decades later, the foul stink of rot still hangs over them. They're useless. But one of them can be looted, though. Oh, for more rough crystals. We'll definitely cross that invisible line after which we suddenly started finding those everywhere. Only a few at a time, but we have, I think, 8, counting these. Hello, Zygon. You didn't do it? Talking about that corpse there? The serval is holding a bloody sword. His eyes are wild, and he's unable to form a coherent sentence. That's unfortunate. You found him like this. I mean, I would have been inclined to believe you, but I'm not so sure anymore. I guess maybe he's just panicking and he really didn't do it? Ouch. Sorry, buddy. I really... Not entirely sure if this was necessary, but I guess I should have expected him to become hostile. Oh well. Are we gonna learn more about what that was all about? Probably. Maybe. We'll see where this leads. power station. Interesting. What might that power? We're not gonna find out now. Also, just simply crossing this area south to north clearly did not trigger the clear condition for this area. Maintaining station. Okay. Useful. Up until recently, this was a recharging and shaping station maintained by a servant mind. Up until recently. The essence and healing pools are still alive, though if they are not cared for, they won't be for much longer. Recently, someone raided this place. They killed the servant mind and attempted to smash the pools with the hammer. It seems like simple, senseless vandalism. Huh. Why only recently? Well, I guess I might as well use these while they still work. I'm guessing there's no nutrient paste to be gained here, unfortunately. The servant mind is dead. It looks like it was killed about a month ago. It wasn't slain with weapons, but with magical fire and acid. Oh, really? So, someone with magical capabilities did that. Presumably the Sholai? Some group of Sholai? Or else... although... I guess it could have been rogues? Oh, okay. We've been able to disarm those in the past. Apparently we can... Oops. Disarm these as well. They come in all kinds of different colors. I wonder if that says something about the difficulty or... or the effect that they have if I trigger them. Maybe both. Well, either way. I'm just glad that my skill is high enough. Otherwise this would be pretty annoying to navigate. Might as well just take them all out. Oh, wait! I was obviously not expecting this one to not work, just like all the others before. And as my character was walking there, I looked at this dead end and was just contemplating, I wonder if walking into this obvious dead end could trigger something. And then that's when I realized, oh wait, something's not right. Okay, well, let's see what we have here. Battle Alpha fully buffed. That's seems kind of similar. I think we've encountered something like this before. Oh. Oof, that's quite the punch. Thankfully not enough to one-shot me, so we should be able to kill him before he does anything else, like so. No experience, huh? Okay. So we cannot automatically expect to be able to disarm every single one. What color was that? Was it a blue one? Who knows? Kind of odd to have every other one of these mines, you know, be disarmable at my skill level, but not that one. Oh, proper little maze. Or was it a red one actually? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, well, looks like that was the only one that required a higher skill level for some reason. Ooh, oh, never mind. Guess there were two. Why don't we avoid taking any damage? There we go. He ran. He actually took some damage though. Battle Alpha takes 23 damage. 3 resisted. Okay. Not entirely sure why. Or is that from... Overload. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's that weird ability that some creatures have. That strengthens but also damages them. Can we do anything useful with you? I don't think so. No, it's not gonna reach. Gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I know. Ooh, wow. That did sound like it, as if multiple fireballs were hitting there. Oop. Okay. So it looks like we had two mines that were too strong. Too strong. Right. I'm assuming these are just more dead ends where more battle alphas would have spawned if we had triggered more mines. So does this all... Did this do anything for me? Is there anything worth my time? Nope. There's another one. I guess we'll do the same thing, even though my essence is limited. But they can definitely hit very hard, and I guess an unfortunate crit, an unlucky crit, could very easily... Well, there was a javelin, oh well, could very easily one-shot me. Well, I guess not very easily. At my current hit points, I feel relatively safe, but maybe I should. Okay, that was my last javelin. Oh well. So be it. And we have these two nests. Mega, crystal, major healing. And essence pod. Some thorns, including Reaper thorns, which are powerful. Just not useful for me. Okay, okay. That's, I guess it's a way to bypass the entire, this whole duel situation here. For what it's worth. Doesn't really seem worth the trouble unless you're, I don't know. Unless you're a character who has specialized in nothing but mechanic skill, I guess, so they can deal with this, but have absolutely no other way to get past H, either via combat or speech or sneaking. Which indicates, interesting thought actually, that maybe reaching the power station is necessary for at least one ending, for some ending or endings to the game, which would explain why the game makes absolutely sure to provide some kind of route through this area for every possible character. Right. Now we've seen the actual connection to the ancient crypt. Some of the bones here are fresh, while some are bleached and old. This layer is sometimes occupied by migrating monsters. Okay, thanks for telling me about that. Sometimes, but not today. I wonder if it's just a matter of entering the same area here multiple times, and I guess it would be easy enough, since the transition is right here, to just go back and forth between this and the ancient crypt area. I guess I could do that. And just check if that wandering monster did appear. So, in other words, I'm wondering if, well, it's not here right now. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just a matter of literal randomness upon if there's just a dice roll each time you enter an area that has a potential wandering monster spot that determines whether it's going to be there at any given moment or on any given visit, or if it's triggered by something else, by passage of time, or I don't know. Really, it could depend on any number of factors. Who knows? Also, I did click on this earlier, but I was kind of distracted. Right, Pentinal Power Halls Wastes actually does tell you about the power halls. Okay. I mean, he didn't exactly give us permission to enter, but they are friendly for now. This is the lair of a large group of battle alphas. The creatures are bred to function in groups. However, seeing how they try to live on their own is in a bleak way quite comical. Battle alphas are often used to dig trenches and build fortifications. They have done all right widening these caves, and they have even laid down a crude wooden floor. That's pretty impressive. All the sorts of things they were intended to do. However, they are not very good at providing for themselves. The rooms are full of random items they have scavenged seemingly without awareness of what they are for. Shelves line the walls, but objects have simply been left scattered on the floor. They have gathered some food, but not much. You can smell some of it rotting. Battle alphas were not made to live unsupervised, and it shows. Well, I mean, they have somehow survived until now. K, J, and Z. Yeah. Okay, so that further proves my theory about their names. This creature seems surprised and bothered by your presence in his or her lair. However, it doesn't move to attack you. It just snarls and shuffles away. Okay. So they don't like me very much, but they also don't dislike me enough to just outright attack me, which is fine by me, I guess. This creature seems surprised and bothered. Alright. Can I take your stuff? I sure can. Don't mind if I do. I could take these basic javelins just to have them as a kind of physical attack. I mean, clearly if they're not making any use of these random items... N and E. Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. Why do I keep pressing the attack button? Who knows? More living tools. I mean, I've been using a lot recently. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Someone has blocked this entryway with a huge block of stone. You can't get through. Huh. Would someone remove that for me? Maybe if I ask real nice. Woo. Woo? That's not a classical letter. This battle alpha is extremely old. He may be the father or mother, you're not sure, of this clan. He stares morosely into the fire. He's not strong and confident, not as strong and confident as the others. He looks up at you. I am L. I lead Free Place. He looks back at the fire. I need to know more about the island. I mean, sure. No, we stay here. No. No. How do I know that he's saying no, and not just no? Anyway. I need your help. Come fight with me? Why? Why would he do that? Why would I expect him to do that? What are you thinking about? I have to think lots. Have to take care of home. It's hard. Have to find food, lead. Strange. Hard for us. Surely it is difficult. These creatures were not designed to live on their own. They were not given versatile brains. But, I mean, they're somehow managing. They're adapting. Life finds a way and all that. Of course you're having troubles. You were not made to live on your own. You should obey me. No. Maybe I can help you? I mean, maybe. I'm not really sure how, unless there is some kind of specific problem that they could need some help with. Ideally, something that can be solved by violence. It's easy to live on your own. It's easy to live on your own. Here's a little advice. Really? I mean, I guess I wouldn't normally consider myself qualified to give this kind of advice, but maybe in this particular situation, I actually do have something to teach them. Okay, that somehow gave me experience. At first, Al is reticent. Then you start to explain to him the basics of housekeeping and food gathering. You also throw in a little advice on organization and cleanliness. You have that help. Part about using shelves makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's a start. And cooking food, very interesting. We will try what you say. May help us. We pay you back. I give you things we not need. Fair trade. He leaves the room for a minute. You hear the grinding of stone on stone. Then he returns. Oh yeah, actually, I think I wasn't looking here at the time. But, well, I don't see that rock anymore right now. I have another question. Oh, okay. So I can no longer ask if they need any help. That is unfortunate, but I guess that means that if I had picked that earlier, it wouldn't have led anywhere. Okay, well, fair enough. I guess it was worth visiting here after all, and was also helpful to these guys, even though they didn't want me here in the first place. Create Battle Alpha, that makes sense. Again, I wouldn't normally pick that one, because I'm not really using them, or planning to use them in the future. But it's there. You know. Battle Alpha. Right. We could theoretically create Battle Beta as well, if I had better skill. Huh. Right, anyway. Wait, what was in here? Nothing useful, I guess. Or I just took it without really thinking. Either way is fine. I'll just continue to take anything any of their stuff that's even vaguely useful to me. Oops. Why? Why do I keep doing that? I mean, I guess the F and G keys are directly adjacent, so obviously that's why. Spray crystal, sure. Grounding, ooh, okay. Grounding vest. Purely defensive, but quite defensive. Also quite heavy, extremely heavy in fact, compared to what I have. Energy resistance, curse resistance for both me and my creations. I mean, it is tempting, but I'm still waiting for that armor, for that actually somewhat, at least somewhat protective armor that also gives some sort of offensive bonus. It is quite tempting though. +2 to metal magic is helpful though. Yeah, I'll just try to not get attacked too much, and I should be fine, even with my armor that provides basically no protection. Guess I never checked this, probably? Well, okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, I helped these guys. That feels good. I got something out of it. Nothing particularly useful, but you know. I guess I'll keep trying just a few more times, just in case it really is just random. Checking the monster nest here, I mean. Or maybe I need to have heard about the particular monster living here. This is clearly not the cactus thicket that I heard about. In fact, that is probably that place in the what was it, dry wastes? Was it dry wastes? Yeah, I think. Or was it? No, I think it was the dry waste. Maybe I should try that area a couple more times. Did I just come back, actually? Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not. Honestly, I don't remember. Maybe I was just planning to leave. Also, I think this is enough to actually reload. It says entering, and when I do that in a town, it does actually refill my energy as if I just entered from another area. So I think just going to the map and returning to the same area right away does count as reloading it. Still, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. I guess maybe I'll check this place a couple more times. There's also this area transition that's relatively convenient. I mean, this area fits that description about the old thought with the iron ore way too well to not be it. Just odd that the other areas that seemed similar to this one did have a little text pop up or some kind of message popping up, while this one doesn't. I don't know how many more times I want to try. This might not even be the right way to do it. Well, it's not there now. I guess I also don't know if it would just be standing there or if I trigger something by going there. Anyway, this is okay. I mean, we dealt with free place. We unlocked the way to the power station, which sounds important. We have access to the ancient crypt and the Shaper crypt, but judging by what was guarding the way into the Shaper crypt, I might want to wait a level or two before I even attempt that. I can't imagine that being any less deadly than Diarazad leading up to it. So maybe it's finally time to actually take a look at the Baron's research area. You know, finally meet Eula after hearing so much about her. Did we get anything about this? Any message here? No? Not right away. There's another one of those. Oh yeah, actually. Oh well. You're outside a massive Shaper installation. It was buried under the shifting sands for many years, and then someone dug it out. Now, however, whoever lives here They have left a gruesome warning to intruders. Skulls and poles. Oh yeah, actually. I mean, I don't even really notice those anymore. Those tend to be just, around certain places. And usually the game doesn't really call any attention to them. Anyway, skulls and poles. Happily, the skulls were all removed from creations, not humans or serviles. Still, it is a clear message that you may not be welcome. No, I know I am. You can see a writing on the obelisk ahead. Baron's Research. A Shaper research hall kept out in the wastes, a safe distance from any town. Like so many others. Yep, sure enough. Okay, so just, a red obelisk using that same graphic, but not one of the ones apparently erected by the natives of the island, or the former inhabitants of the island. But, bye. Don't run away too far. Will I be able... Well, this might be enough. Ah, not quite. I mean, I can try this, though. It worked on only one of them. Okay, well... Alright. That's fine. I mean, I really wanted to unterrify Blackjack, but it's okay. What was I gonna talk about before I got distracted by these random enemies here? Right, the weird red obelisk in Yarazad that I touched, that had the depiction of several humanoids like in a row, each one passing, or each one touching the obelisk as they passed it. Not really sure if that's supposed to be some kind of hint to something I need to do to interact with it successfully, productively. I did think about possibly visiting the other obelisks that had like faded writing or something that I've seen in that had some kind of special message. Why do I? As soon as I have javelins equipped, I automatically start using them on accident. Kind of weird. Can we not? Okay. That should work. I mean, you guys... Oh wow, I can already terrorize again? I guess in that case, I might as well. If I can? Oh, that's the wrong thing to click. There we go. That kind of worked. And of course I attacked the one that was... Wait. Did I not attack the one that wasn't terrified? I don't know. Maybe they were both. Either way, that one ran away, so it's fine. I just cannot focus on multiple things at a time, my god. Not even on talking, but that's not new. Well, again, the old problem of melee units. You are unable to do anything, so I guess you just wait. Okay. Just take out these. So there are those obelisks that are specifically marked on the map, right? One in the dry wastes, one in the junkyard area, and possibly in other places. And I wonder if they're all part of a sequence of similar, well, obelisks, monoliths, whatever. Or if it's just a coincidence that they share the same graphic. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe revisiting those locations and seeing if there is some new interaction now that I've touched the one that allowed me to interact with it. I wonder if that maybe started some kind of sequence and now I'll have to touch them all or something like that, you know? Or maybe there's actually something to do on the Dyarazad map itself. Since they were depicted as a procession of people, apparently, maybe I need to touch the obelisk and then walk around the map in a certain route. But you know, the thing is, there are no other similar objects on that map. All the other obelisks are just a different kind that don't seem special at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking things drastically, but who knows. Some drawings have been etched in the stone pillars to either side. Servals carved them into the stone with crude tools. The drawings depict huge, strange birds. Cockatrice? That would make sense, right? Because this is also a... I always want to say DLC area. It's not a DLC, but it's kind of similar to DLCs in more modern games. It's just, you know, additional content that was added later. But yeah, remake content. The drawings of huge, strange birds. They stand upright, but they have reptilian wings and tails. Yeah, okay. You look at the feathers you found in the research warren to the south. The drawings clearly depict cockatrices. Interesting. Well, I mean, we have encountered one of those in the flesh and feather, so that should be enough to recognize the drawings, even without the feather. Okay, that's a door that's remaining closed for now. A long passage leads into the facility, this facility. At the far end, you see several servile guards. They are fierce inhabitants sharpened to a fine point by years surviving this harsh desert. One of them shouts, "We know you! You're the Shaper!" Well, a Shaper, one of the Shapers. Actually, at this point, there are quite a few on this island. Stay out, or we slay you. You have nothing for us. Well, that's not entirely true. Remembering the carvings behind you, you pull the cockatrice feather out of your pouch and show it to them. Its many colors shimmer in the sun, making everything else seem dull and dusty in comparison. The effect on the guards is instant. They take a step backward, clearing your way into the fortress. Okay. That worked. Just as expected. Just as I hoped. Okay, well, I guess I don't need this door. You emerge into the clearing in the middle of these research halls. Cliff walls rise high over your heads to either side. My heads? I guess mine and my creations. This facility is sustained by a natural spring, which creates a small, cool oasis. Servals everywhere stare at you as you pass. They are not friendly. These Inutals came here to escape intruders, and your presence alarms them. As you advance, they all find excuses to go somewhere else, as far away as possible. There are several stone structures set in the cliff walls surrounding you. The largest, the main research hall, is to the east. Another large hall is directly across to the north. Okay. Well, I mean, guess I'm gonna try talking to them just because, even though obviously, yeah, the game has made it clear that there is not gonna be any conversation with these normal guys here. I'm not even gonna touch their stuff, you know, with the battle alphabets, I don't feel so bad about taking their things. Alonso. I don't know if that name has been mentioned to me. Don't remember it. Yeah, anyway, but these guys are clearly, you know, more deserving of my respect, I guess. Oh, hey, Eula. There you are. The thing is, I think I'm not going to talk to anyone quite yet. Have we here? Brigand lair. Brigand lair? Wait, a whole brigand lair inside of this research place? Ascended hall. Swanwick's. Oh, really? Well, that's intriguing. Obviously, we've heard about that name. That's the one who taught the Ascended. Well, who made the Ascended in the first place, right? By teaching them magic and or actual shaping. I don't remember the exact story, but I'm sure we're gonna learn all about it as soon as we go there, and maybe find the man himself, or talk to one of the other Ascended here, one or several, as it from what it looks like. Okay, let's see. Can we open this? Well, theoretically, but maybe I'm not gonna do it quite yet. 3 seems relatively cheap, so maybe there's not necessarily a key, but obviously there are plenty of people to talk to here. At least 4 important NPCs that are probably going to have a lot of dialogue. So yeah, and looking at the timer here for this episode, I'm going to make a cut for now, and we're going to, well, explore this place, talk to everyone, and see what we learn and what quests we get out of it, most importantly, of course, and all that, and any other rewards, of course. So yeah, look forward to that. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.